Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Crusader Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Midway Panthers and the Round Rock Westwood Warriors. This event promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials.
All right, folks, it is 6A football time. Tyler Alsa's here, Sasha Robinson on my left, and we're here at Crusader Field on the campus of University Mary Hardin Baylor. Beautiful stadium, beautiful weather, and Sasha, we're back on football time, and I can't wait.
I'm telling you, Tyler, if you smell it, do you smell it? I smell it, and this isn't the Rock. So
no.
I smell Texas high school football, man.
I can't wait. We've had so much anticipation, not only for the college, for the professional, but also for the high school kids, and now we are finally getting to see our dreams unfold tonight. We have a good one here between the Westwood Warriors and the Midway Panthers from Waco, kind of meeting in the middle here in Belton, Texas. And again, temperatures in the low 90s right now, feeling, let's see what I have. I had about 96, 97 with the humidity. Sun has been kind of in and out, but again, it's that humidity that is kind of soaking this place up right now. But we'll see how the players adjust. A lot of fans, a lot of misters going. So we'll see, hopefully avoid the cramping. But again, a really good one here. Westwood coming in after finishing 7-3 last year. Midway finished 5-6 last year, losing in the playoffs on a heartbreaker, 1-point loss to Waxahachie. And these two teams really come in and want to start off on the right foot. Midway's looking to kind of continue that momentum of getting to the playoffs last year and just kind of going off that. Westwood, again, finished 7-3 last year, only 4-3 in their district, but that was the first winning season for them since 2012. So they're looking to keep up that momentum. So we'll see what each team is coming out with.
You know, like you were saying, both teams there are reloading with the loss of seniors, but this is a new year. As you said, Midway, they finished 5-6, but they finished second in their district with the 5-1 record. They're able to make the playoffs. You brought up the heartbreaker, the Waxahachie. That has to be something, losing 20-19. But you know what? That should at least give you something to go on to show that, hey, we made it to the playoffs, and just that 1 point doesn't define our program. On the other hand, you had Westwood 7-3, but they finished 5th in district with that 4-3, and they missed the playoffs. So that's got to be something, because then like we finished 7-3, but we didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
But again, that just shows how good their district is, because they finished 5th.
Exactly. Yeah. And Midway, not only did they finish second in their district at 5-1, it was you lose your first 4. With the non-district games in there. Then you go win 5 of your last 7, so that just keeps going. Westwood, again, 7-3. Their last game was a 38-7 loss at Vandergrift, so just kind of not a great finish on the season. Just kind of some quick stats on Westwood. 33 points per game last year. That defense only giving up 18, though. That's where a lot of those victories came from.
And there goes Westwood. And they're coming out of the tunnels.
Yeah, Westwood.
NFL Network.
We got Westwood coming out of the right here. Kind of scared me with the pops there. I didn't notice they were going.
Might have known. It looks like Midway, they're about to come out also. I'm going to tell you right now, Tyler, while we're waiting for everything. I don't know, you told me that you've been here for 4 years. I can remember my first time. And we've come a long way here, and every time when it comes to football season, it just feels great just seeing the fans in the stands, and just listening to the way how it is. And here they comes Midway.
It's the start, right? You are. It's the start of the season. I mean, there's only one Texas high school football, and we are seeing it here. And so we'll take a quick break, about 3 minutes before we get underway here. We'll step aside for a quick break and come back to you with the kickoff. You're watching the Vype Media Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to midfield where the captains for both teams are entering for the pregame coin toss. Captains for Westwood are number 3, Abe Whitley, number 5, Caius Coy, number 6, Scott Uffelman, number 35, Peter Hewitt III, and number 50, Johnny Sang.
Westwood has won the toss. We'll defer to the second half.
Receivers including Chase Morrell, Charlie Fry, Western Grant, and others. Ontario Jackson Jr. He plays on both sides of the football.
Midway has the option of the first half and will receive.
Offensive coordinator Dr. Bailey, Kevin Gray, offensive coordinator Midway. Joe Gillespie.
Ladies and gentlemen, captains for the Panthers tonight are number 17, Carlos Talton, number 56, Connor Zagel, number 76, Michael Collins, and number 91, Roman Guajardo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor America by the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to Crusader Field here on the campus of University Mary Hardin Baylor. Tyler Alsis here on the call alongside my partner Sasha Robinson, and we are about to get underway here. As you may have heard, Westwood won the toss and has chosen to defer until the second half. Midway will receive. So we'll get a chance to see what this Midway offense, again, like we mentioned in the pregame, a little bit different of a look, trying to replace some key members, a quarterback, a couple wide receivers, and a running back. Although Eduardo Longoria looking to fill that role as the primary back, finished with 600 yards and about 4 touchdowns last year as a sophomore.
You know, that's something when you're a sophomore, even though the quarterback was their leading rusher, as a sophomore coming in being the second leading rusher, and it wasn't by much. So this time coming in, you're showing that you are able to carry the load as an underclassman. That's got to show the respect from the from your teammates.
Absolutely, and just being in that, like I have been there situation. You kind of have that experience, even though you might have it in the age, but you have it on the playing field. Mm-hmm. So Westwood will kick it off left to right here in the orange tops, white bottoms. Midway in the all whites. Fair catch called for and taken at about the 21, waiting for a whistle to blow there before collisions start to happen.
Tyler, that kickoff I don't know if it gave you, but it gave me a lot of goosebumps. Like I said, fans and stands, the crowd, the way how it looks, this beautiful stadium over here in Belton, Texas, on the campus of UMHB. I just love it. I just love everything about this.
I was getting like butterflies in my stomach coming up here and like, okay, how am I going to start off the broadcast? How are we going to do the game as we have a train that goes by right as the first snap, and handoff up the middle is stuffed. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Trying to see who that was underneath the bodies.
Number 4, Lathan Winston. Looked like that, but that was a good combination of the defense just collapsing on there, not letting him get much.
Second down here, looking to go deep and nearly has it. Slips out of the grasp. Good ball placement by the quarterback, but receiver just not able to get control of it. Good defense as well on the outside. I believe that was Scott Offelman.
Yeah, Tyler Seath, the wide receiver. I know he's going to probably. I used to play receiver, and all my drops, big plays, making big plays, but you always remember those drops. He's going to probably be like, oh my God, I could have had that one. It was right in his hands.
And what you have to do is just not let those mistakes snowball. Really, every position, just not let mistakes snowball. Next play, and we will have the next play here. Third down, another back to pass, and this time making the grab. That is Tyler Seath right on cue with the first down, and he didn't let it get to him.
He didn't let it get to him. He was like, I'm not going to drop this one. That's exactly what it is. You don't remember and don't let that. It's a mental thing. Football is not just physical, but it's also a mental thing.
Run up the middle, gain of a couple there. Good throw there by Cash Pullen, the senior quarterback for this Panther squad.
Jack Kelly with the good tackle coming up from his defensive back position, not letting them get Lathan get any further.
Another run up the middle, same play, different result. Stuff there. Josh Hansen coming from the far side, came from that left side, and got the ball carrier as he was trying to come to our right. That was a heck of a defensive play there.
Josh Hansen just came. It's like these DBs just came out of nowhere and not letting them go anywhere, getting over there, stopping the run.
Pullen trying to fire near side, and just a miscommunication there. Threw it out of bounds. Receiver was a bit ahead of where that ball ended up, and fourth down we have here. 4th and 7 with 10:15 to go in the first quarter. Not quite a 3 and out, but just the one first down for the Panthers. And back to receive is Drew Norrell. My assumption here, doing Westwood baseball last year, that might be the younger brother of Owen Norrell. Quarterback from last year's team, also played on that baseball team. That had a heck of a run and a high snap here. And he drops it.
He dropped it. What was? Oh my!
Westwood going to recover at the 25. Boy, heck of an effort to try and snag it down, but couldn't get that second hand on it. Westwood's going to take over.
With good position. Tyler, I'm wondering what Patrick Corley was thinking. That's the punter. Patrick Corley, he lost the handle. Maybe it could be nervous, but he sat there. He lost it, but he also just looked at the ball. Mm-hmm. You got to fall on it because that ball, because he had a chance to pick it up and run it down.
The scoop and
go ahead. Scoop and score.
The scoop and score was definitely in play here, and now Cooper Waits, the sophomore, with prime position, is going to hand it off here, trying that right side, and quickly chopped down after a gain of a couple. It's going to be Xavion Sutton.
And that was a really nice hold, by the offensive line over there on the right side to open it up. Where even though it was just a gain of 4, but I'll tell you folks, 4 yards is really good in when you play football. And you don't think of it always big plays, but that 4 yards was good.
You only need 3.4 yards, and now we're going to toss out to the left and finding another hole. Scooting back and getting near the first down marker. I think they're going to mark it about a yard, maybe a half a yard short from Sutton, and a little bit of tempo here from Waits, calling everybody back to the line.
The offensive line on those first two plays have opened up and parted the Red Sea. First on that 4-yard gain for Sutton, and then on the other side, opened up on the left side. They went both sides, and now they're looking at a third and manageable. I'm telling you right now, Tyler, Midway is going to want to try to adjust. If not, it's going to be a long game for them if they do not stop the run. We just seen on these first two plays. And
Westwood using their first time out here, but again, that running play, those 3 yards, those 4 yards, like you said, those are not insignificant plays. That you 3.4 yards, and you keep doing that 4 plays in a row. That's a first down every time. You just have to keep chopping them down. And Sutton averaged about 7 yards a carry last year. Only had 300 yards. Didn't get the bulk of the carries. Had a couple touchdowns, but in the RB1 position now, and Westwood looking to capitalize here in the shotgun as Waits. Little movement up front. No dice, and Sutton. Yeah, Sutton's got the first, powering, churning those legs. It'll be a first down. Well, a little bit of movement by both sides, and I couldn't tell if that was before or right at the snap.
Tyler, one thing is, for anybody who doesn't understand football, the offensive line can control the ball, can control the game. If they can control the game, it would be real easy for that offense. You cannot let the offensive line dictate the game.
Rolling out here and getting hit and run out of bounds. They're going to keep the clock running, though, but good job hanging in there, taking the hit from Waits.
Weston Franz with the Franz. They said Franz, but that was a good catch over there on the little rollout for a gain of 4.
And I think they can get a first down. I think they have to get a little bit past the 3, maybe the 2.5 yard line to pick up the first. Man in motion. Read option. Fire back the other way. And a heck of a form tackle.
Oh, nice play.
That Lane Alexander there from the safety position. Sniffed it out, and Sutton came back from on the halfback swing, trying to set up a screen. Blocker's not getting there in time. And that's Alexander getting there.
That's what you want to see from your safety, as he just, he sniffed it out, because if he didn't sniff it out, Sutton was going to walk in.
4 receivers set here, third down, big play. Waits looking left, firing left. He's got a man on the fade route. Nothing doing. Westwood wanting a flag.
Not going to get it.
Not going to get it. Very minimal contact, and we will. Looks like the field goal unit's going to come out.
Jakari Wells, the seniors corner, Jakari Wells played him very well, not letting him get in position to be able to adjust for the ball. Just rode him out of position. But as the wide receiver, you're going to have to fight for it. Don't let that corner, push you around. You got to go for that ball.
And Jaqueen Gavala can't make this one. Hooks it left.
No good.
So nothing doing. You have the turnover. You're in prime position at the 25-yard line if you're Westwood, and you come away with nothing. Not the kind of start you want. Now you got Midway pinned back, but boy, you would have liked to come away with some points there.
Yeah, that's the thing. The way how Midway started off with the miss field goal. With the botch punt. You had a chance to put it in their head. Yeah, we're going to walk down there. And the way those first two, the way how they walked down the field and got into scoring position, you had a chance to impose your will from that drive on. Now you gave them a new light.
Back on the field here. Heck of a catch. Outstretched arms. I believe that is Seath again on the out route. It is just a minimal gain there, but second and call it 8.
Yeah. You saw how Scott Uffelman just after he caught it just knocked him down, just really, but how he came up, not let him give him a chance.
Trying the middle this time with the inside run, and maybe a yard if they're generous on the spot.
If they're generous. It looks like they met them right back at the line of scrimmage. These guys are not letting their defense go, you know, they're not letting their offense get the running game going.
And like I said, the offensive line can dictate a large part of the game, both running and passing games, and really dictating that running game. As this time outside Seath,
nice catch.
The one-handed grab.
Fans in the stands are excited about that one by Tyler Seath. One-handed catch.
Well, he contorted his body, turned it just before going out of bounds, stuck out that left paw, and hugged it to his shoulder, really. Excellent ball placement as well. And that brings up first down at the 37. Run up the middle and met immediately. Boy, was that Jack Kelly?
Jack Kelly again coming up from his defensive back position, not letting him get anywhere.
Oh, you could hear that hit. Got the windows open here, and you could hear that hit clear as day. Pullen gonna throw this one on the inside screen. Ball tipped, and boy, that was dangerous.
Very dangerous, because I had a chance of going back the other way. Because I was wondering what Jack Kelly, if he would have read that, if he would have really read it, he had a chance of going the other way. And then when it popped up, there were a bunch of defenders in the way that could have just caught it. So it's a good thing they have a chance to at least live another day.
6 minutes left to go in this first quarter. 3rd and 9. Pullen gonna roll to his right now, trying to find room up the middle, and gets 1, maybe 2 yards there. And punt unit will come out at about the 40.5-yard line, about the same place where they punted last time. I wonder if we'll see a little bit more control here. Again, it was a high snap that led to the botching of that punt, gave Westwood good territory. So we'll see if any adjustments have been made on the sidelines.
He a little bit. Oh, that is
That's
a good punt, though.
End over end. Yeah, not a great looking one, but the results are where it lands, not how it looks in the air. Maybe about 5 feet of air time, or 5 feet off the ground the entire way.
5 feet.
If that. So Westwood's going to take over at the 22-yard line, and we'll step aside for a bit and come back. 5:12 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0 here on Vype Media Network. Stay tuned. Quick break there, and 1st and 10 from the 22. Warriors coming out, fake the jet sweep, and now going deep and into double coverage.
Good. Yeah, it looks like they were going to try to take that shot, but but both players were just let it be. The corner and the safety were not letting him get in position to make that play. Good job by the Midway defense.
Just looking, I think that was. Oh, actually, my apologies. A little movement up again up front, and Sutton thrown back. That was a big play by the big man up front, Joeen Johnson.
See, this is what Midway want to do. You want to start coming back up. Do not let the what do they call them? The hog malls.
Hog mollies, something like that.
But it looks like the penalty. What was the penalty?
Not sure.
Offsides.
I think it was offsides. So we'll say 5 yards. 2nd and 5 here. I was going to say there was movement, but I didn't see a flag. And now Waite's throwing it, and it's caught in the belly, but wrapped up, and it's going to be a loss of about 5, so getting the penalty back.
Yeah, it's like the defenders really paid attention, the looks like number 27, Canyon Martin just came up from a safety position and was not going to let Drew Norrell get anywhere. He read that play perfect.
Waits with the decision here. 3rd and 10, right in front of the Midway band, who comes alive. Waits rolling down to the near side and just fires it out of bounds. Good stop by this Panther defense, and this is where field position really comes into play here. You're back. Oh, punter is going to be, if the line of scrimmage is at the 22, punter is going to be probably 10 yards back from that. So an opportunity here for the Panthers. Returner set up at his own 40.
So, yeah, like you said, it's going to be a field position game. Westwood had the field position, but you saw what happened. Now, see if Midway, if they can be able to answer with the, nice punt.
Nice punt, yep. And fielded and dropped. Boy, he had it and then lost it and then picked it up again. Boy, the hearts are in the throats on that far side. That was Charles Cantrell.
Yeah, that's maybe pregame jitters, first game. You had it, then you just dropped it. That's got to be something, especially, again, you're doing that, but you're a senior, so you shouldn't let this should not be new to you.
First game jitters. I remember my first game for Vype actually was between Austin High and Elgin High, and there were 28 combined penalties in game number 1 as this little swing pass out for a loss of about 2. That is correct. 28 penalties. And a majority of them were in the third quarter. I remember one drive specifically had a penalty every other play, and it was like a 13-play drive. So it was ridiculous. A lot of those, the false starts, those are the mental ones. The delays of game, the false starts, the offsides. We already saw one of those. Again, first game and up high. Again, good ball placement we're seeing here, letting the receiver make the play from pulling.
Jackson Birch with the nice catch. Yeah, I remember my first game. It wasn't as sloppy as that. I was just sloppy. I'll let anybody know. My broadcast partner, Cameron Songer, carried us, and I was very sloppy with that. So it's good to know that I've come a long way.
This is 3rd and short here, pulling with the split backs. Fakes the throw, fires on a quick slant. That one's down at the feet of Seath. And Junior can't make that. And again, punting situation here near midfield for the Panthers.
Yeah, Seath was wide open on the slant, and if he would have just got him in stride, I know he would have gotten the first. He probably could have gotten a little bit more because he played right off of him. Yeah, sometimes other quarterback, other receiver, you want them to just get it when you're just open. Just get it to him.
Yeah, it's really getting it in that catch range. As we'll see, punt number 3 here. This one much better in the air. Gets some hang time, gets a good bounce as well inside the 20 and rolling down, making a little turn and makes its way to the 10. Boy, heck of a punt.
Better. That was a lot better punt than the last two. Well, let me take that back. Then the first one.
Then the first one, yeah.
The second one, technically, what may not have looked pretty, but they got him inside the 20.
This one looked good as well. Had the aesthetics of a good punt. 2:33 to go in this first quarter. Still scoreless here with Westwood missing a field goal on their first drive after collecting the missed punt. We got the band right across from us.
That's how you know it's official. High school football is here when you hear the band.
Sutton met at the line and kind of cartwheels forward, maybe to get back to the line. They are going to say back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Midway's defense has done a lot better than they did the first drive.
Absolutely.
Westwood had their offensive line just dominated. but now Midway has made some adjustments, not letting them get it, not dominating that they did.
Waits with the 2nd and 10 here. Sutton to his right, playing blocker. Waits gonna roll out here, take the hit. Helmet comes off. My goodness. Good legal hit, but Waits is gonna have to come out, and just getting a word from coach there.
Okay, so looks like they're going to go with number 2. So, like I said, he's coming out.
So it looks like we're going to switch. They have number 10 out there. I don't see a 10 on our roster that was sent to us.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
From the coaching staff.
Ladies and gentlemen, about that. Oh!
Fumble on the jet sweep, and it looks like the Panthers are going to have it, but we have a flag. I don't think this play is going to count. We might have an incomplete pass. That is correct. Those jet sweeps, that's how it saves you as an offense. When you don't complete that, you have to have a tossing motion.
Yes.
That's what makes it not a fumble, and that's what happened there. So Westwood breathes a sigh of relief. Still going to bring out the punting unit, though. 4th and 7. Minute 39.
Like you said, that's got to be a sigh of relief, especially with the
Oh, boy. Midway did not know that it was an incomplete pass. They had their offense out on the field.
Yes. Yeah, I guess they didn't get the memo when the referee said that it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I mean, they were cheering. I've never seen that before. No, I don't know if an explanation was relayed over. Referee came down on this near side and made the call. Westwood was just cheering over there.
And then all of a sudden,
And must not have heard. I don't know if an official relayed the message.
no, I don't know. I think he just made the announcement, and Westwood just lined up. They were over there just in the huddle, just act like it, just like it was just a regular game. I mean, just they're ready to score.
Again, that was an incomplete pass, so that brings up the 4th and 7. And back at the 45, waiting to receive it. Punter in his own end zone. Let's see if they bring the house.
There's going to be a false. There's no flag?
No flag on the offsides. Fair catch called for and made by Jesse Satterfield. But yeah, some movement there on the line. Must not have came all the way across, but in any sense, we have 1st and 10 for Midway from their own 49. Minute 32 when we come back.
Midway with 1st and 10.
Back live, 1st and 10. Pullen gonna wind up and fire deep as a man, and that's a flag.
Yeah.
Boy, the size advantage there from Abe Whitley.
Yeah. Jacoby Hamilton had him on the deep post. He had inside position, running deep. He had no choice but to either give up the big play or just take the pass interference to the 15 yards, because he was going to. It looks like he had every position for to catch that.
And so the 15 still being counted out here. There we go. Finally settled down at the 41. First and 10 for the Panthers. Quick firing out, bubble screen to the right, trying to find the outside. And good defense. As that Uffelman it was shedding the block, but Sutterfield getting Looks like 2 they're going to call it. Quick tempo here. Right up the middle. And another good little chunk play there.
Yeah, they had him in the backfield, but that's just missed tackling. They had him back there, but it's where you have to commit yourself. It looks like they did face up on him, like what they're doing now.
There we go. That's a good form tackle there, right in the middle, keeping it from getting the first down. 4th down now upcoming. 4th and call it 4. They're going to go for it here, kind of in that awkward territory here. Pulling. Gonna possibly change the play here.
Are they going to try to draw them outside, or are they going to call a play?
10 seconds on the play clock still. Quick fire out, and does get past the line to gain. That was Satterfield again. Boy, he went 4 yards, looked for the first down marker, stopped, turned around, and had the ball in his mitts. That's a first down for the Panthers.
I mean, as a defender, you know where the first down is. If you play so far off of them, and I understand you don't want them to blow right past you, but they needed a first down. But you don't want to play so far off of them where they just turn around and then catch the ball.
With that first down conversion, that'll be the end of the first quarter. 12 minutes down, and no score for either side. We're going to step aside here. You are watching 6A football here on the Vype Media Network. First and 10 for the Warriors. Or excuse me, for the Panthers. Flipping the field there. Pulling, firing left. Getting on the out route. Boy, we are right diagonal from where that pass was thrown. And that was thrown before the receiver even turned around. That is what you call chemistry. Charles Cantrell on the snag.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Nice comeback route. Be able to catch it, turn it up, and he was just one shed tackle away from scoring.
Play action, and he's
going to score.
Wide open. Heck of a play execution there. That's going to be our first points of the game.
Yeah, it looks like nobody was on the other side where he was just able to just get the score.
Bustamante, the sophomore kicker. His kick is up and good. 7-0 in favor of the Panthers.
Tyler, I will just say a couple of things about this. One is it looks like they did make an adjustment. He was wide open. Cantrell was wide open. The way how he just ran that around that little rail route to be able to just get so wide open, nobody was next to him. So Westwood's going to have to try to make some adjustments, especially coming out of this because it looks like they just came out and was determined to score coming into the second quarter.
Yeah, what really, and on the wheel route, they had the double play action. Mm-hmm. Both defenders went to the quarterback. No one went with the receiver. And that's what left him all alone.
Yeah.
So we'll have a kickoff here. Westwood will look to answer. 11:26 to go. in the second quarter.
Yes, I just want to say one thing. I just I want to thank a lot of people for listening to our game, especially a friend of mine, Joseph Orozco, who said he was. I just got a message from him. He said, "Hey, you guys sound really great. So you're doing a good job, Tyler."
Always nice to hear. We usually don't hear the nice things. I try not to look for the bad things, but always nice to hear positive things, especially from those that are like out of the state. I remember doing baseball games, and you had grandparents that were watching, or you had folks from the home stadium that were on business trips or whatever, and they were able to tune in and catch their game. So that's what we're here for. We're here for you, the fans. This one's going to be taken and downed in the end zone for a touchback.
I will say that, fans, if you are listening and you want to give a shout out, you want to talk to us, you can be able to. You can be able to send me a message on Twitter. It is at Sasha D. Robinson, just like it sounds. And we'll be more than happy to respond back to your messages. You want to ask Tyler a question, ask me a question. You want to send us some photos. If you're in the stadium, send us some photos. We'll make sure that we'll broadcast it. This is, even though we're calling the game, but you are part of it. We do appreciate you here for watching it. At Sasha D. Robinson on Twitter.
1st and 10 here as the bands for both sides. Westwood band comes alive now. Over to our right. This one's going to be fired to the right again by number 10. Apologies, we do not have a name for him. We'll see if we can find see the jersey. I believe Waits had his name on the back of his jerseys. I'm not sure about number 10. 2-yard loss there on the swing route.
Probably what I'll do is by halftime I'll go downstairs to find out. I'll find out who it is.
Actually, I'm seeing it now. It is that is Subac.
Subac.
It is 0/10 on our roster, so that's on us for not seeing it up at the top. But the junior coming in, getting some snaps. He's going to take this one here. Fire into traffic. Boy, a dangerous pass, but up high and out of the reach of everybody. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, and the fans in the stands are so loud. I can barely hear you over here, Tyler.
I was gonna say the bands are getting loud. Midway's band is facing straight towards us. We're set up right at about the 30-yard line on the home side here in the broadcast booth. Beautiful stadium from UMHB. Tremendous staff, very hospitable. Love the setup here, and we'll see a 3rd down stop there.
The give up play.
Just a run play there. On 3rd and 12. Gets maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 upcoming. 10:30 and running here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that seemed like that was a give up play. It was 3rd and 12. You didn't trust your quarterback to be able to at least get the first down. You just handed off and got back, so you're going to try to rely on your defense to at least get a stop.
Jesse Satterfield back at his about 43-yard line. There's
nice
the
punt.
kick. Punt is taken at about the 40, and that's where it will be fair caught. Panthers with 60 yards to go. Again, 9:53 in the second quarter. Panthers up 7-0 after scoring their last drive. If you're just joining us, Westwood did have the first scoring opportunity of the game. Had a botched punt from Midway that was taken at about the 23-yard line. Few plays later, missing a field goal. But Midway scoring last drive and up 7-0 here, trying to add to it. Trying this near side and tackled near the line of scrimmage, or excuse me, near the first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him. That was Wissington again.
Yeah, Josiah Kent with the tackle because it looks like he was about to turn up and get some more.
Very ominous dark cloud right above us. I hope that doesn't produce any rain as we have the window wide open here. Pull in.
Oh, and
Filing the seam. My goodness, Seath still running.
Bring him down.
3 men taking him to the promised land, and Seath pulling them in.
And get a look at the fans in the stands over there. Everyone is just excited over there on Midway.
Boy, first it was the pass from Pullen, kind of threading that needle, and Seath just did the rest there. Had one arm out and kept churning his legs. 3 Warriors on his back as they fall into the end zone. 13-0. Make it 14.
Yeah, as a receiver, you gotta love it. You are able to just get. My hero, Jerry Lee Rice, number 80, would do that all the time. Take a short pass, turn it up, and turn it into 6. And that's, I'm not going to compare Seath to him, but that is exactly what he did. Caught the ball in traffic. It looks like he was not going to be denied and getting into the end zone. Just kept the defenders off them so they couldn't get in position to be able to bring the tackle him down, and was just able to ride him into the end zone.
Kids, we're not going to be the old heads here talking football, but Sasha is absolutely right. You want to see football that still translates to today's game. Watch a Jerry Rice route running video, precise there.
Yeah. So that I'll tell you, we don't want to be like you said, we don't want to be the old heads. I don't want to sound like an old head, but I'm going to be an old head because that was a really good route from the slant. Was able to get the ball fit in and run it up. So this is not a good look for Westwood being down 14-0.
And those are 2 pretty quick scores in the span of about 2 minutes. They had the first or second play, the second quarter that went for a score. Now a couple minutes later with another one up on the board. Kickoff here, going to stay out of the end zone. Taken at the 5. Hole up the middle, quickly closed, and a big hit delivered in there. 22-yard line is where they're going to end up. 14-0. We have 9 minutes and 19 seconds in the second quarter as Westwood takes the field.
And this is the thing when you have a young team like Westwood who lost a lot of their key seniors from last year. Now you're going to be playing with the inexperience, or not the experience. Now you're going to have to depend on players who were not called upon to be the main guys. If you're going down by 14-0, are you going to respond? This is where you see where you're coming from. Are you going to respond, or are you going to just like, oh man, we'll get next game? Nice tackle. Still
a lot of game left, but nowhere to go there. Got to get this running game established if you're Westwood. Chauncey King, junior linebacker, coming up making the hit.
Yeah, he met him right at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further. But I guess this looks like this is a different team, because remember the Westwood's first drive, they controlled the line of scrimmage. Now it's like Midway is they're controlling the game.
Right on cue there. Maybe he gets to the line of scrimmage before he's taken back by a couple Panthers. I think they're going to give him a yard on progress there. 3rd and 9 we have. And it's really right up the middle is where they're going. But that was, again, like you said, that first couple drives, that was working for him, getting 4 to 5 yards a carry. Not seeing so much through the air. Again, you mentioned some big players as – thought we had a stoppage there. Officials talking to each other from across the field. Instead, we will play on. 3rd and 7. Waits. Pressure from the right and throw for outside. Oh. Beautiful placement. Completion and first down.
Nice. Right at the line.
Colton Case. Again, that is an out route as well. So a lot of out routes that are looking pretty good here for this first game of the year.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just say they needed that first down. That can be a momentum getter. That can be a confidence builder because they've had a couple of 3-and-outs, and Midway was just able to just own it.
Roll out to the right, and I think they were trying to throw back for Sutton, who wasn't looking for the ball. A miscommunication there, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if I'm looking at the replay, I think that they're both probably looking at a different playbook because if you're trying to run the screen, Sutton was not on the same page as the quarterback because he just looked like he was about to turn up.
Some substitutions being made here. Play clock at 5. Waits. Gonna take the snap here. Right up the middle and sacked. Big loss. That was Carlos Talton.
He came out of nowhere to get that sack. Now this is 3rd and long with something that Westwood did not want to get in. They did not want to get into a 3rd and forever.
Yeah, they had that out route to complete pick up the first down, essentially right back to where they started now. Call it 3rd and 19, 6:45 to go in the second quarter. Westwood does get the ball to start the second half, but still perhaps want to get at least some points on the board. Delayed handoff. Sutton's going to try this left side, lowers the shoulder, delivers the boom, but not enough. Maybe to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, he's going to be a couple yards short.
Another give-up play.
Yep, fourth and about 13.
I'm sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to step on your toes, but it's another give-up play. I understand it was 3rd and long, but you're down 14-0, and that's probably saying that okay, I don't want my quarterback to throw an interception or put us back in a bad situation.
Oh, a block punt, and jumping on it inside the 10. Well, I think they would have taken the interception there. That was they brought the house.
Ja'Carry Wells with the block.
Something that's maybe a little overlooked in preseason training camp is special teams, and we've seen a botched punt, and now we've seen a blocked punt, and we saw a missed field goal. So people focus on offense and defense. Do not count out special teams. And now it is the Panthers after a special teams snafu with the ball deep in enemy territory. Set up at the 9 here, 1st and goal. Pulling, going to line up with a jumbo set. 2 wide receivers to his left. Got about 3.5 tight ends to his right. And right up the middle. Getting about 4 or 5 there is Wissington.
And as you can see, again, the fans of the stands, if you hear the band is ready to go, but now it looks like it's Midway's offensive line who's starting to control this game.
Second down here, right up the middle. No, it's fools everybody. Boy, fooled me from up here. Definitely fooled some players on the field as well. Pulls that one and runs in unencumbered for the score. 20-0. Just like I'm looking at the replay. He ran into his own lineman too. So that kind of gets the decoy kind of added emphasis to your name. If you run into your O lineman as you have the ball, no one's looking at you though, and you're able to run into the end zone. And nearly blocked. Boy, some pressure off that left side. But extra point is made. 21-0. The Panthers scoring 3 touchdowns in the span of about 6.5 minutes to start this second quarter.
But just think about how it was at the beginning of the beginning of the game. Maybe it was the first game of the season. They were kind of nervous. We saw how it was with the punter, how he lost control, and then they couldn't get their offense going. Now their offense is starting to click. It's been quick scores all the way around. So This is why I love high school football. And I want to thank Richard Noel. He basically telling me to calm down. You know football. you don't have to control my thoughts.
But we are excited. It's palpable here, and it just feels good to be around football. I don't know if I'm sure I'm a lot like a lot of the listeners out there. If you got the new college football game, definitely been playing a lot of that. So that's really like energized me for this upcoming season of high school and college football. Was watching the Colorado NDSU game last night. And man, it's just one of my favorite times of year. The weather has cooperated here in Central Texas. We've luckily got out of the hundreds, knock on wood, for the time being. But man, it's just a great time in the sports calendar as that one goes into the end zone. Westwood going to set up 1st and 10, needing some points here, down 3 scores. Again, they do get the ball to start the second half, so I'm sure Coach Wood would enjoy a good 5.5-minute touchdown drive and then pick it up and do the same thing again to start the third quarter and cut into this lead 21-14. That would look pretty good.
You need something. That's the main thing. What it is, you need something to go. You need to get your offense going. That's the main thing. What it is, you want to try to find a way, because again, like I was telling you at the beginning of the game, the offensive line looked like they were controlling it. I was praising it. Now all of a sudden, that same offensive line is getting pushed around.
Man in motion here and up the middle. There's a good hole.
This is what you need.
About 5 or 6 yards there. That is Sutton.
And that's what you need. You know, the good 5 yards. Slow it down. Get going. You're not going to win the game. This is not Tecmo Bowl or Madden or NCAA. This football is one play at a time. So you're going to want to be able to do something. You're down 21-0, but the game is still early. It's still within the first half, so you can turn it around. Don't try to be like, oh, well, we got to get big plays right then and now.
Waite's going to keep this one. Coming this near side, lowers ahead, gets an extra couple yards. That's going to get
they're going to call personal.
Warriors pumped, and that's going to be a late hit as well. Tack on an extra 15. Boy, Waits was already a couple steps outside, and some extra contact there.
Yeah, they're going to call personal foul on Midway. They tackled. They were trying to get aggressive when he was out of bounds. It's another thing that they need to at least be able to move the ball, get some extra 15 yards, and get into Midway's territory.
Past midfield now at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:36 to go in the second. Here's the handoff. Sutton with a head of steam right up the middle. There's 5 yards.
Good play. That's exactly what you need to do. Slow it down. Get back to what happened at the beginning of the game. Let the offensive line be able to.
Handoff up the middle. Handoff up the middle and push back. Yeah, like you said, it's all it takes is a couple. And you hear, if you're in the stadium, maybe you can pick it up on the crowd mic. When that last 5-yard gain, I heard a lot more cheers from the sidelines than the actual parents. They're really pumped up for that offensive line. And Sutton, lowers his head there. I think they're gonna. Chains weren't even set there, but it was first down. And they're going to mark him with a gain of a yard or two. 2nd and 8 officially from the 35.
Again, you're doing a good job of just being able to try to slow the game down. The game was starting to get away from them. Now Westwood is just trying to. Like you were saying, if you can score right now, go into halftime, 21-7, then what? Score, and they get the ball back.
Trying to set up the screen, inside screen. There's Norrell. Boy, had a seam for a second. trying to find the outside, doesn't get to the first down marker, about a yard and a half short.
Norrell, look, I thought he was going to get stopped in the backfield, but he was going to be determined to get those yards, and looks like it's third and manageable.
3rd and 1 here. The toss play to Sutton down low, met at the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to say first down. Near side judge does point ahead, first down.
Looks like the ref saying looks like he got the first.
Yeah, forward progress there. Clock continues to run, under 3 minutes to go, so I think we started just over 5.5 minutes, and now we're getting down to the end of the second quarter. Another run up the middle, keeping the clock running. Gain of about 3.
And looks like, but I'm seeing red. I hope that's not. I didn't know we had challenge flags out there.
It might be a piece of Midway equipment that lost.
Okay, it is. It looks like it.
That's a flag. I think he's putting in his back pocket. We're playing flag football as well. Secondary game going on. Blitz coming from the right-hand side, trying to set up the screen. No, it's a decoy for the end, and that's going to be a flag. Boy, the ball was a little underthrown, trying to find Lenore Bowden, a tight end, sneaking out of the backfield.
Yeah. Again, he had it, but if there was a little bit more placement, that could have been 6. But either way it goes, it was a PI, pass interference call. So that's going to give them an extra 50 yards and probably, inside the 10.
And marking it off, yes, it is at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. For the Warriors. Again, 0 for 1 on red zone attempts. Did have the missed field goal their first drive of the half, trying to finish it off here with the potentially last drive of the first half with a touchdown. Waits up the middle, finds a hole, dives for the end zone. Boy, ball didn't get there. That's dangerous, putting it out near the yard line when it's not a sure thing, and he got about to the half-yard line.
He was determined. He was going to get in there.
Boy, that was scary. And up the middle, Sutton can't get the push.
Stopped right there.
Minute 30 left. 3rd and goal. Well, you got to come away with at least 6.
Do you think that you go for this 4-down territory, or do you just want to kick the field goal if it comes down to it?
We will cross that bridge, and after this next play, I got to think on that. I'm sure the coaching staff for Westwood's thinking about that as well, though. 3rd and goal here. Waits in the shotgun. Play clock at 7. Now hands it off. Sutton with a cut up,
touchdown.
In for the touchdown. Xavion Sutton with the first points for the Warriors this year. Boy, that's what you needed. I said they needed something of a long, sustaining drive. That was about a 5-minute drive. 1 minute exactly left is what we have, and the field goal team is out there. Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7 our score. Westwood answering back. Midway with a chance to answer. 60 seconds left in the half when we come back here on Vype Media Network. Back here at Crusader Stadium, Fredenberg Field on the campus of University Mary Hardin Baylor. This little chip shot here is straight out of bounds. Not what you want when you have 60 seconds left and your opponent is up 2 scores. Giving it back to him with great field position.
Nah, not at all. When you have an offense that the last 3 drives that scored on you real quick, you don't want to give them that field position. It looks like are they re-kicking?
I think so, actually.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to re-kick.
Yeah, Midway's coach looks to take the 5 yards and re-kick.
I want to also say I want to say thank you to Les Cleary. He is in our command control with Vype Media. He is the guy. If we're not looking good on his end or sounding good, then you're not getting a good view. So thank you, Les. I appreciate you.
We appreciate Les. We've been here as long as I've been here, and fantastic job. Again, keeps us on the air. Appreciate all the QAs back at HQ.
Yes, sir.
21-7 ball game and 1 minute left. We're going to re-kick here from the 35. Panthers trying to get even better field position here. We'll see if Zavala does indeed kick this deep. He does. Ball taken at the 16. And good tackle there. Just shy of the 30.
And I apologize if I mispronounce his name, but that was a good open tackle, special teams tackle. And so he wasn't able to get to turn up the field. Good one.
Something that I've always admired is the special teams guys that just run down the field, and they have so much room to pick up space or to pick up speed, but not a lot of space to kind of chop down and get the tackle there. You saw Isar there getting the ankles there and bringing him down. So 1st and 10 from the 29. We'll see. This first down play is going to be a good indicator of what they're trying to accomplish here. There's the pass on the left, breaking a tackle and getting close to out of bounds. It is a 1st down, so stop the clock, keep the chains moving. 47 seconds left.
Yeah, if Uffelman would have made that tackle, that probably would have been an indicator that they would have probably just went to halftime. But because he was able to turn it up and get a 1st down, yeah, they're going to look for points.
And they got 47 seconds and 2 timeouts left. Pullen fires a little screen pass up the middle, and a flag comes out. This might be in the nature of holding. A couple offensive linemen. Might be ineligible man downfield, too. They were about 6 yards.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of offensive linemen thought that they were receivers because they looked like they did a really bad job of setting that screen.
And they held. Either way, whatever penalty is going to be accepted, it is.
Yeah. I didn't hear. I think they called holding.
Yep. Holding, and that's going to knock them back. But still 38 seconds, 2 timeouts. Ball to 35. And you don't have the ball the next half. So we have kind of a, what do you want to do with these 35 seconds?
I think you just probably, with that being said, you probably just want to go ahead and just go to halftime because the clock is running.
25 seconds. That was about 15 seconds let off. Pullen fires deep in the middle and out of the hands of the receiver in acres of space.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Jacoby Hamilton, if he would have held on to that, that's probably 6 because he had. I guess he was probably more. I guess he was probably looking at, I'm going to score. You gotta catch the ball first.
Yeah, that's the old running without the ball.
I've done that a couple of times, Jacoby. You're fine. Just catch it next time.
Well, like we saw with Seath, he had the first one goes through his hands. He's had a couple great receptions since, including one with only one hand, and now ball up the middle. Boy, they're getting some good looks here. They might, if you're Westwood, you don't want to give them too many more opportunities. 1st down. Clock's going to stop at the 10-second mark, 2 timeouts. So first down, they're going to keep timeouts in their pocket right now. Now clock's going to run at 7, at 6, 5, and I think we might just call it at that. 2-1. That's game. Boy, that is interesting. You had some momentum, had 2 timeouts, at least showing on the scoreboard.
I don't know why they didn't call it.
Anyway, we'll go to the halftime. Midway leading 21-7 here. We'll come back in about 30 here on the Vype Media Network. Stay with us.
Please welcome to the field the award-winning Midway goaltenders. The goaltenders are under the direction of Lindsay Benny.
Okay, so yeah, we have Rochelle, Syke, Lockhart, Holmes. Yeah, but we won't go to them right away. How long is the race?
This week's goaltender of the week is Macy Boyd. Tonight, the goaltenders will be performing a dazzling palm routine to Confident, played by the Midway High School Panther Band. Ladies and gentlemen, your Midway goaltenders. The Midway Outdoor Visual Ensemble is proud to present their 2024 halftime performance, Chrysalis, a transcendent journey of self-discovery and transformation. Through a symphonic blend of music, choreography, and visual artistry, this production takes the audience on a mesmerizing journey. Chrysalis invites viewers to witness the beauty that emerges when individuals break from their cocoons and take flight as the vibrant butterflies that they were always meant to be. The band is under the direction of head drum major Colt Everett, senior drum majors Hogan Aiken and Eliana Rivas, and sophomore drum major Aiden Hyatt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Midway Outdoor Visual Ensemble. continue their tradition of excellence without the work of some outstanding students. Tonight, we would like to congratulate this week's outstanding freshman of the week, Colton Knight. Upperclassman of the week is Barrett Griffin. Guard member of the week is Sanaya Hall. Section of the week is the guard. The Midway Band and Guard is under the direction of Pam Hyatt, Sarah Moss, Kenneth Moss, Kelsey Hayner, Alyssa Sturr, and Ivelisse Flores. The Midway Outdoor Visual Ensemble would like to send a special thank you to Specialty Restoration for providing shade tents by the practice field. We are extremely grateful. Thank you for watching the Midway High School Band and Goaltenders Dance Team. We hope you enjoyed the show.
No, I'm sorry again if I'm
But you know it's not your name. You will always be much more to me. Every day I wrestle with the voices that keep telling me you're not right. But that's alright, 'cause I hear a voice that calls me every day. You know say you'll never be. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world. Bring your doubts, bring your fears, bring your hurt, bring your tears. There'll be no condemnation here. You are holy, righteous, and redeemed. Every time I fall, there'll be those who will call me your mistake. That's okay, 'cause I hear a voice that calls me redeemed. You know say I'll never be here. And greater is the one living inside of me than he who is living in the world.
And back here on the campus of UMHB, beautiful complex and beautiful football game we have going on for you. Midway coming out, Westwood still absent from the field. But we have a 21-7 ball game, just about 2 minutes to go left in this halftime. Beautiful performance by the band of Midway and both drill teams. So let's talk a little bit about that first half. Nothing after the end of the first quarter. We saw the Bosch punt from Midway led to a missed field goal from Westwood. So that was really the end all of the first quarter. Then the second quarter, we came out firing. Midway with a touchdown right away, got the scoring off, and then added two more scores on top of that in about a 5-minute span. So it was a quick 21-0 game. Westwood put together a nice drive, about a 5-minute drive towards the end of that second quarter to put 7 on the board. But 21-7 is where we stand. Sasha, what are you seeing out there? What are your thoughts on the game so far?
This is the tale of two quarters, if you ask me. At the beginning of the game, I was raving about Westwood's offensive line, the way how they controlled the line of scrimmage, the way how they were able to walk down the field, get in position, and, at least impose their will on Midway. But instead they missed a field goal, and then everything just started to unravel. Midway came in the second quarter and just let it be known, no, we're imposing our will. 21 quick points, like I said, and like in the broadcast, going down on a young team where it looks like you lost the hope, where you lost a lot of senior leadership, and here comes Westwood. That can probably be demoralizing, but they put together a nice drive, so it was like, okay, we're still in this game, because they technically are, because like what we were saying, they get the ball back. They take the opening kick in the second half.
Correct. Yep.
They can put together a drive, score. That can basically let Midway know, no, we're not going anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Still a lot of football to be played. We got 24 minutes on the clock. Every second of them are going to be played out. It's a 2-score game, and yes, I think this drive could be a huge point in the game. We'll see how it turns out, though, for the Warriors. In Midway, you want to stop that momentum and kind of keep doing what you've been doing. Really, if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of mentality. You put together tremendous drives. You had good field position for one and a big play for the other, but, I mean, still, they've looked really good, and especially in that second quarter on offense. So we'll get the kickoff underway here. Westwood coming out just with a few ticks left in the clock of the half, so no warm-ups from them. We saw Midway come out with about 3 or 4 minutes left and get some stretching in.
But one thing, and I don't want to take away from, I've never liked to take away from anyone at anything, but Midway sort of kind of hurt themselves on that last drive, because there were a couple of penalties. I think a PI and a personal foul that's 30 yards went for Westwood's way, so they were able to sustain their drive to score.
Exactly. The 21-7, a big part of that is not letting your opponent get in.
You go.
You can have them beat you, but you just don't give it to them. And the kick here, low line drive, fielded and bobbled, and now just fallen on. Still a decent return, I guess. A 26-yard line, just a little more anxiety filled than normal.
Yeah, and if you definitely can see, it's like he got it, but then he bobbled it. That was like kind of a dangerous one. But when you're on a kickoff, anything past 10 yards, that's a loose ball. So it's not like a punt where you can just let it just bounce. You got to fall on it, because that's considered a live ball if you do not touch it.
First down, empty backfield, 4 receivers.
5
to the near side. Yeah, 5 in general. We got Norrell getting the screen, tries to shove a man down, and nothing doing. Good tackle there. Temperature still a little bit toasty here, mid-80s. Feels like 92 right now here in Belton.
Yeah, Landon Weisenstein. It looks like Lathan's brother came up with the tackle. Just get back to line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 here. Bobble snap, boys. Sutton gets it under control. Big hit after picking up a couple. 2 Panthers there to meet him.
Nice 5-yard gain. Came up over there on the far side and was able to get it. Now this is where where it's really going to make or break them right now. You got to convert this 3rd down. Do not give it ball right back to Midway.
Yeah, just at a minute into the quarter. Could possibly have a 3-and-out. Waits, doesn't see the pressure, and it is smacked.
But the penalty.
There is a flag there after the fact.
Penalty flag.
Wonder what they're going to call here. Are they going to call? I know that they shouldn't call roughing the passer. What are they calling roughing the passer?
We're in an era of roughing the passer. The helmets did
They
connect.
They did connect.
We'll see on the replay if they have that. It was a bit of a high tackle, I guess, if you want to cherry pick it. But I mean, from where we're sitting on the top of the field, it seemed like a football play. Waits did not see the pressure at all, and Westwood.
That's really got to be demoralizing for Midway.
And again, Midway, giving up penalties. Putting yourself in that situation. As a defender, especially at the higher ranks, they're going to call those. And now the direct snap to Sutton, boy, stuffed, 1 yard loss. That was by
Carlos Talton, who got into the backfield and was able to get that loss of 2.
So 2nd and 10 here. We talked about converting third downs. I think first and second down also have to be, put into focus more, getting them into 3rd and shorts rather than the 3rd and 6, the 3rd and 9s.
Right.
Because they're staring at 2nd and 11 right now. And defender comes. This is going to be a free play. Waits, throws, and Norrell, ball broken up. That's going to be offsides. Anyway, I think that was the free safety coming up.
Yes.
That's number 14, Jakari Wells. Tried to time it and got caught.
Yeah. You're trying. Only the greats can time that, and I understand. You tried it and you failed. You'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah, it was not too close. Pretty easy one there for the far judge. 2nd and 5 here. Sutton gonna gain a couple.
If you don't mind, if I go back to that roughing the passer play, the way how I looked at it is like you said, it was a good football play. He went in there, wrapped up, but again, because we are living in this is a safety era where it is about protecting the head, protecting anything where it looks like you're touching the head. Touching a helmet, it is going to be considered like a PI. A personal foul. And
always going to err on the side of caution too, and the safety of the players. It's a necessary thing, really, as these are just high school kids. So got to be extra cautious when able. 4th and short here. Warriors going to come back to the line. 3 receivers to that far side. And Sutton just got a sneak past, dives forward. Does a nice job kind of lunging forward instead of staying on his feet, perhaps getting driven back.
Well, I sort of kind of like that because it was 4th and short. You don't want to punt the ball. You're already down big. Try to control the ball and get your offense going.
So Waits in trouble here and just got to run out of bounds there. Didn't look like any receivers were out for routes. I wonder if the handoff was supposed to be made.
I don't think they got the memo, Tyler.
Yeah, Waits.
And this is what I love. I'm sorry, listening to the band, both bands.
Yeah.
And just the roar of the crowds. Look at. This is Texas football, ladies and gentlemen.
I was a former band kid myself. We did something called space chords. That kind of sounded a little similar. Just make a whole lot of noise. And Waits is going to be tackled. Maybe a yard they're going to give him. 3rd and 8. But again, props to the band kids. They put in the work just as much as the football players, and both sets of kids are out in the sun. One's just a little bit more physical than the other. One's got pads on, I will say. But band kids are no slouches. Shout out to the sousaphones out there, the drum line with the backs. I'm sure their backs are going to be feeling it. Oh, Waits hit on the throw. Catch made, though, on that far side. Boy, bang plays. Waits stood in there, took a shot. 4th down, and again, they're in that mode of kind of
to go for it.
Having to go for it. Yeah, they're at their opponent's 39. It'd be kind of a waste to punt if you get a touchback. I mean, you're really giving 19 yards back. So 4th and 8. Waits, takes the snap, finds it, fires it. Norrell! Oh! Jumps up and can't make it. Boy jumped up and had it in his grasp. I thought he had it and drops out at the last minute. That's a tough one.
Yeah, he was wide open. Just all you have to do is bring it in. Like I told you at the beginning of the game, you can look at all your big plays, look at anything, but as a receiver, they're going to always remember those drops. But it's not and he's looking at it as fourth down. You had a chance to get inside the 10, and you didn't bring it in. But now Midway's taking over.
Yeah, they're at the 39 now. 7.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. That was an impressive drive from Westwood. Stalls out and fires deep here out of the hands of Tyler Seath. Had another one just a little bit underthrown from Pullen, but
yeah, if Seath would have got that one, he would have walked in.
Looking at the replay there, yeah, defender didn't know too much about it. Seafen went back to grab it and incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Pullen under pressure, fires right side. Seath again.
Went right back to him.
Yep, catch made, first down. Boy, he's at such a big frame, kind of bodied out Whitley there. Defensive back just giving up some size and almost sort of a box out play just from your frame, but without the pass interference.
Yeah.
That sets Midway up at the 35. 1st and 10, over, good hands. That one knocked away.
Josh Hansen, the DB, the junior DB, was not, stopped that play.
Good play recognition there. It's those screen plays, those are really an opportunity for the defense to kind of lie and hunt because they're going to throw. You can kind of see the offensive line moving away from their area, and you can kind of hunt as a DB, kind of sneak in, get a big hit or an interception. And big hit there. Oh, bounces off a defender.
And he's still going.
Down to the 15. Boy, contact was made maybe a half a yard past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
you're going to hear the hit from up here.
Yeah, Lathan, if you look at the replay, he had him in the backfield like weight room, and
wow.
he kept going and dragging defenders all the way down.
And Warriors going to get him down this time.
Lathan Weisenstein just is really right now taking command, because that was one thing where I could say at the beginning of the game, Westwood was stopping the run game. Now all of a sudden he's taking control. Oh,
bobbled snap and good recognition there. Falls on it.
Right thing to do.
Yeah, you're right. The runs up the middle. Those are the big things that were getting stuffed. That defensive front from Westwood just not letting them get through. And a little shaky here as the game has gone on. 21-7, 6:05 in the third quarter. 3rd and 16 now. Have to get to the 7-yard line. Pullen gonna fire this one. Seath too high.
Seath had a chance at it, but instead he dropped it.
Had some zip on it as well, and field goal unit's gonna come out. This is gonna be the first opportunity for Midway. And Mr. Nate Smith, see if they can cash in. It's going to be about a 40-yarder. This one's blocked. And taken. No whistle. Everyone
let it go.
Stopping.
And he's still going.
And he's just going to drop at the 12. Boy, everyone kind of stopped and paused there. It's not an extra point, folks.
Yeah, that was a live one. He could have went up and gone somewhere.
So I think field goal coverage for both sides. Field goal units in general for both sides maybe going to have some extra focus in on practice. We had the missed field goal from Westwood. And now the blocked field goal for Midway. 21-7 still, just like we had at halftime. 5:42, and now Westwood takes over deep in their own territory at the 13-yard line.
Still have a chance at this game.
This is Subas. Fires it into the frame, and Norrell got to pick up some extra yards. That was good recognition.
Yes.
We can see the defenders in the area, and Subats just found where the defenders were not, and that's really what you have to do if you're finding zone is kind of throw your receivers open sometimes, and that's exactly what we saw there.
Exactly what he did. Got it right there, and but it was also all the receiver as well, and Therese Harrison, the sophomore, looks like he was stopped on first down and behind the line of scrimmage, or what? Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
5 minutes in the third. 2nd and 10. Run to the right side. Nothing doing. Gain of about 1 or 2, they're going to say, with progress. Well, Sutton's really been the workhorse back there. Again, averaged about 7 yards per carry as the sort of the backup last year. Got about 300 yards total on the season and a couple touchdowns. Getting the lion's share this season. 4 receivers set here on 3rd and long. Subas under pressure, goes down. Big sack. Pushes him back to the 19.
That's got to be that's got to be disappointing because you stopped the score just like what happened at the beginning of the game. You got in good position. You get inside the 10. You don't come away with points. This time you blocked the field goal and you got a good play on first down, and then now it's 4th and long. You're punting the ball away. That has got to not be good. And that
this one over. Oh my gosh, over the head of the punter and the safety.
When it rains and pours.
Oh my goodness, what a roller coaster of a game. Again, special teams. It's game 1, but I'm guessing special teams will be in focus.
Yeah, that's again. We were talking about with Midway and their special teams, and the way how they open up the game. And Westwood special teams, they didn't have that problem. Now all of a sudden, they look like they're falling apart. Offensively, they look like they're not in sync like they were. Now special teams, how it just went over the punter, and now the score is 23-7. Let's hope that their defense doesn't start to fall apart, because they made a couple of big plays, so this game doesn't get it's not out of hand.
Exactly. We could be looking at 30-7 potentially. That is, I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. There's 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. I would just say that the chances get slimmer and slimmer, obviously, the more points you give up. So Midway's going to get the ball back after the safety.
And another thing is, you say it gets slimmer and slimmer, but another thing where you have to start realizing the clock is not your friend. I said earlier, you're not going to win a football game just right then and there. You gotta take control of the game. But the less and less but with the clock coming down with 3:38 left in the third quarter, you're not going to get that many possessions.
And like you're saying, you didn't have to rely on big plays at the beginning of the half. Now you kind of have to. You have to get at least one big play, like Midway had in that first half.
Yeah. This is where we can honestly say the clock is not your friend, and
Might
think they're gonna probably
re-kick
call
here.
offsides. Yeah, that's the thing when it comes to safety kickoff. That's not really. I don't ever recall practicing it that much. So a lot of guys aren't really probably. If you don't practice it that much, it's like okay, we're going to treat it like a regular kickoff.
Yep, referee clearly indicating the line now. They're going to back it up 5. And there we go. Clean kickoff. This time it's going to bounce at the 42.
That's a live ball.
Touched. And found a hole, but chopped down at midfield.
Return from the Panthers, number 10,
Chasen Rochelle looks like he had looks like he really wanted to take that ball to the house.
As some of these guys, especially on the special teams unit, they don't get to touch the ball very often. You have like maybe a fullback who just comes in to block a linebacker or something who's playing the up man and maybe gets a squib kick or something. They're just so excited, like I don't get the ball very often. What do I do? And those are always fun to see. Those are always like kind of the fun plays you see in the NFL as well. The guy for the Patriots, I remember Patriots and Packers. The highlights come into my mind, but the name is not. Where the big man takes and rumbles for a good gain.
Nice.
Good gain here on first down. Flag comes in. Heck of a throw, about a 30-yard flag throw from the back judge.
I did like to spit on Charles Control, but by his face, it looks like they're calling holding.
And all for naught.
You know, Cantrell, I don't think that'll probably go on your college highlight, reel, or your high school highlights. But hey, you did a pretty good move. You caught it. You did spin, got up the field. Hopefully, somebody will probably splice it, and you can send it to a coach. You can send it off to a coach.
Yeah, that flag might get in there, but just say that was on the defense.
Yeah.
Pullen's going to take the snap here. Still throwing the ball up. 27.
Why not?
And Seath right on cue.
Just like
again,
you said.
Why not? To the house. Seath with another big play, getting the separation. And in for the touchdown. That's his second of the night.
But it's just think about how many touchdowns he could have probably had today.
Yeah, easily had a couple grabs for sure. That either slipped through the hand or was taken down by a shoestring. Did have one earlier where he carried about 3 guys in. So we know he's capable of dragging defenders in, but it's 30-7 now.
Just like what we were saying a moment ago, when you said this moment ago, right before, this game could easily be 30-7, and look at where we're at right now. It's 30-7. So this is where Westwood. I'm going to say this right now. This is where you're going to see where your heart is. If you're going to lose, at least try to show a little bit of fight. Because it looks like Midway, it has every intention in the world to really blow you out of the water.
Yeah, I was curious as to why they're throwing. That's why I started off by saying they're still throwing the ball. I mean, third quarter, we still got starters in. We're not near the pull your starters type of blowout here, but slowly approaching there. And as Midway adds another one, 30-7, 3:10 to go in this third quarter.
Tyler, I will tell you right now, I found out that a lot of people all over the country is listening to this game. Got people listening, even all the way up to Maryland. My father-in-law sitting here watching this game, watching our game. So I want to thank him. My wife, who just went to Maryland, she's watching this also. So that goes to show the love of how Texas football is. It's not like that up there in the DMV Maryland area.
It is one of a kind here. That one goes into the back of the end zone. Also want to warn everybody, I'm just looking up. We've had a couple cicadas fly in. So one just hit me in the chest and is currently underneath our audio cable. So if you hear a scream midway, just know, like, We're okay. We're just kind of getting attacked by the cicadas here. We've got a couple on the
I'm
feet,
sitting here
around my
watching Tyler.
feet as well.
He's jumping every time they're flying in here. If I'm gonna try to get a photo of that, and I'm gonna put it on social media.
I think we've got a couple in here that could probably.
As long as he doesn't jump out the window, don't jump out the window, Tyler.
No, it's it's a long drop. First and 10 here. Play clock winding down, and we have a jet sweep, and just going east and west. No north and south available. I think that was Ontario Jackman Jr.
Okay, so great googly movie. That one just jumped in here.
Yep. Oh boy.
Oh, it just flew out.
Jackman carried the ball for the Warriors, lost the 5-1 play.
And so that was a. I'm sorry. One just came in here, so I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
We have second and long here for Waite, setting up the screen and just down by the kneecaps. That was to Jackman as well. And again, like you said, it's not just about, it doesn't look great. It's 30-7, 3 minutes left to go in the third, but you can go down fighting and you can go down with positive body language.
Right.
It might not be your best night, but I'm sure the parents will say, like, you can still, go out the right way. Go out with positive body language. I mean, telling teenagers that is its own challenge, I'm sure.
That's a false start.
We got movement there, false start, but I mean, it's life. You're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations, but it's how you respond to that. And so it's Westwood getting hit in the mouth here in the first game.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. Like you said, like I was saying, football. The one thing about football, it's all a mental thing. I've always told myself this, and because when you come into a game and you know that you're going up against somebody better than you, you don't want to give them already, you're going to beat me. So you want to mentally say, I'm better than this person. I'm better than this team. We're better than this. Right now, you're giving Midway every ammo out there. Oh, nice catch.
Decent gain there, about maybe 10 they'll say. That brings up 4th and 10 for the Warriors.
And it looks like they're going to punt the ball away. Tyler, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say I really do enjoying calling this game with you.
Likewise.
This is a great game. First game of the season, all the way up here in Belton. And this is what I love again about high school football, the atmosphere, and it's
a sky punt. Fair catch made on the Westwood side of the field. Maybe the 49, they're going to say. But yeah, like you said, the bands are still going. The bands don't stop just because the score, like either school, the bands don't have a scoreboard really. I mean, the parents might keep, or the kids might keep a scoreboard in their head, but there's no live scoreboard for the band, so they just keep on going. So right now what you're hearing is Westwood's band to our right. And you saw Midway's band at halftime put on a performance. Nothing like Friday nights in Texas.
Nothing at all.
Up the middle, gain of a few.
And that was a nice run up the middle. I mean, you might as well just control the game, control the clock, and just go on home. You've already imposed your will, unless Westwood decides when they get the ball back. Try to do something.
Yeah, it's Westwood having to stop them too. It's Wissington, saying I'm going to get 4 or 5 yards every time, and boy, nearly had him in the backfield, but still able to gain about 4 or 5 yards.
Again, it's going to be it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, getting into a 3rd and manageable there would have been about 3rd and maybe 8 or 9 where they had him stopped initially.
When you have a back that in the back of the offensive line, when they impose their will, that's when the defense, you can tell if they really want it. Oh,
We're going deep.
oh!
It has a man open at
And
the
he's about to
25.
get in.
And a little juke backwards. That's going to be another touchdown. Marquez Flowers, the junior, gets on the scoring sheet.
I have to see this highlight. I have to see this replay to see how he got so wide open. He got so wide open. I'm just wondering if the DB, if he really paid attention to what was going on. He was paying attention more to the quarterback. I don't think they're running a zone. They look like they're running man. And the DB just stood there, and he ran right past him. And it was just all she wrote.
30
go ahead.
37-7 our score. Under a minute to go in the third. I mean, like you said, there were eyes in the backfield there, and then you had the little Michael Crabtree kind of juke backwards and going in. Sorry, Texas fans.
He said the Michael Crabtree.
Speaking of UT, you got the UT opener against Colorado State tomorrow. Sure, that'll be a good one as well. Week 1 officially of college football. You had week 0 to give you a little taste of football. You had some Thursday and Friday night games in college, and that season started back up. The NFL starting, I believe, next Friday. That's
next Thursday. The Chiefs
Thursday?
will be Chiefs will be playing. I believe the Chiefs will be playing the Ravens, and
That's
then
right.
and then I believe it's the Eagles. They will be playing the Packers,
and that's the game in Brazil.
The game I'm looking forward to is Monday night, because that's where the Niners, they will look to right a wrong, and they will be going for a Super Bowl. Yes, I called it.
Are you a 49ers fan? I'm gonna ask the question. Is it a 49er? Are you a 49ers fan?
Die hard.
Die hard? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so I've got a Super Bowl in my recent memory, but I can't say too much after that. Ups and downs. But again, I'm excited to see what that Brazil game looks like. That'll be an interesting one. NFL starting to go more international.
Well,
now the ball goes out of the back of the end zone. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, because you said they got a Super Bowl. Yeah, the Eagles do have a Super Bowl. And they also almost had another one, but we say James Bradbury could.
All right.
Yeah.
All
I'm not
right.
going to say anything because, again, I have to look at next year, the following year, the 49ers. They really hurt themselves against the Chiefs. So all's fair. I can't say much.
Yeah, but it's so great to have NFL back. You get all these great storylines. You haven't had any of these big names, these marquee names kind of get injured in the preseason. That's always my worry is people getting injured. I know you might have some key offensive linemen, but the skill players, I would say, have all remained healthy, and I'm just ready to get the season started.
Yes, that's right. Let's see what they got. Oh, nice screen, nice slip screen.
And right in the middle, Norrell. Boy, he's a shifty runner. Hard to get him down. Getting out of those ankle tackles, yeah.
I just got a message. They say, run up the score, pat those stats. Okay, James Robinson, I understand. You're right there, but this isn't Madden. This is high school. There's a lot of these coaches are not going to want to demoralize.
I'm always at a kind of a torn between, because there are times like we're not in it yet as Sutton stopped for no gain. At least I believe that's Sutton. That is, yes. So at least he is still in. Waits is on the sideline here, but for the most part, I think we're still seeing some main guys. That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, which is where we might see a little bit more personnel shuffles. But 37-7 as Midway puts up 2 touchdowns and gets the safety off a punt snap over the head. We're going to the final 12 minutes here at Fredenberg Field on the campus of UMHB with the Panthers up 37-7. We'll be back after the break here on Vype Media Network. back for the final 12. And we're going to start off the quarter with a 3rd and 7 from their own 28-yard line.
Again, I know that looks like you may go down 0-1 Westwood, but don't want to just give, like, looks like what we're going to call.
We're going to get a delay a game coming out of the quarter break. Not sure that's the write-up.
Kick off this fourth quarter
Yeah.
with this delay of game. Right now, you're listening to the Midway sound, and they are loud. They are loud. And look at the fans over there. Look at everyone down there at the bottom. They're getting hyped. Cheerleaders in. I mean, I understand Westwood, that, you know, the way how things are looking right now, you don't want to get hyped, but this is something.
Subot's going back, and I don't think he gets that pass the line. Nope. Or out of the tackle box, they're going to say. Avoids the sack and the long loss, but that'll bring up 4th and 12.
Coach may have a lot of decisions, you know, a lot of film to look at to try to figure out what went wrong, because they went from looking very, very dominant in the first quarter to they just fell apart.
Punt here, fair catch made at the 45. So let's talk about that a little bit. If you're Westwood, what are some things you're going to see on film? What are some things you're going to look for and try and improve on in the midweek?
One thing you'd want to do is the protection. I mean, you saw it in the first quarter that offensive line looked like they wanted to impose their will. I've said this over and over. They looked very dominant. Now all of a sudden it just fell apart. The main thing has to be with the protection, the middle of the field.
As this run up the middle gets a few yards before contact.
Another thing that I wanted to say was we saw they had Wattenstein sewed up. He was not getting. The moment he got to line of scrimmage, they were on him. Now all of a sudden, it's like they slowed down. So maybe they want to work on their conditioning. That's another thing that they may want to look at. Lastly, the quarterback, because it looks like your quarterback is the main guy. I know that this is his first one. As you know, now he's the man. But you got to show everybody that you are the man. You know, just because you are quarterback one, people have to believe, hey, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you into this game, because right now there's not much that you can be able to say, hey, this is our guy. And I'm not trying to really, go down on the young kid, because again, this is his first game.
We're up the middle, boy. We got a bowling ball running through, an ankle tackle to save 6. Boy, he wanted that. That's for Lil English.
While Lil English with the senior running back.
Yeah, I mean, it's an early game of the season here. It's another thing is the limiting of the big plays. I notice, like, it's something your DBs are going to want to focus on. I mean, Seath has broken through for 2 big scores.
Yes.
And obviously, I think for both sides, even though Midway's up by 30, special teams. Also wanted to know a change in quarterback there. Andrew McNair, and he takes untouched into the end zone, right on cue. And again, got the backups in. It's just a matter of having to stop them.
And he was able to just walk. He was able to walk in. It's like they all committed. They committed to the upfield, and he was just able to just bounce out and just walk in after he faked the handoff. Block.
blocked field goal, and just hopping down on this one.
And that's what Midway is going to probably want to work on a lot more. Is they're going to want to work on their special team.
Yep.
I'll tell you one thing is that you can get away with it on one team if you're blowing them out, your mistakes. But you're going to come up against another team that when you make these crucial mistakes, they're going to capitalize. So
Absolutely.
right now, Westwood, they've made a lot of mistakes, and Midway has capitalized on it. When Midway gave you chances, you weren't able to take advantage of the situation.
And
so, go ahead. I'm sorry, Tyler.
No, you're good. We talked about the. You talk about capitalizing. It's just a few plays. Like
Yes.
it's not. There's a whole lot of time to make up for plays throughout the game
Yes,
and
sir.
to make up for mistakes. But it's those one or two plays that just kind of get you on the scoreboard. They get you in bad field position. They get you in mentally as well. Like kind of, oh my gosh, I can't believe we didn't get a fourth down. We let them block the field goal. It can just be kind of draining mentally in that situation. But I mean, like you said, there are going to be teams that do capitalize on mistakes, and there are going to be teams that you capitalize on their mistakes. Once we
Yes.
get into district play, I think it's going to be a little bit more of an even matchup. I think we're going to see a lot better kind of conditioning as the coaching gets better and kind of the season progresses. We're going to get better play from all these squads, and that's just the nature of high school football. And again, shout out to Cooper Waits tonight. He is the sophomore quarterback coming in at our QB1. This one bobbled a little bit and finally stopped just past the 15-yard line. Got to keep composures here, folks. Sure, they're just discussing school schedules with the new school year.
So
43-7 Midway as Westwood's going to take over, trying to put some points up.
I want to thank. I've got another message. I just want to say I want to thank Victoria and Randy Page for listening, for watching our game. Just again, if we doing anything wrong, let us know. We really do appreciate you.
Or if we're doing anything right, we like those too.
Oh, of course. We love all the accolades and kudos here.
I appreciate everyone watching tonight. There's no better way to spend a Friday night. You got the long Labor Day weekend. Hope everyone is all settled in and having a good night here on Friday. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Waits back in, looking deep, fires deep, just out of the reach of the defender. It was just high enough to be away from his defender, but he did get a hand on it.
Yeah, the junior
That was just
safety,
a little bit lower. It would have been intercepted.
The junior safety Lane Alexander with the nice deflection, just a little bit lower, and that could have probably been an Oski.
Yeah. Yep. It was right there. But this is also where, I mean, you're a sophomore quarterback. You're coming in after you're following up a senior, so it's I mean it's time to kind of, like you said, prove to your teammates, prove to yourself too that you have what it takes. Is that pass just
to be the guy
a little away from something? Yeah, you have to be the guy. You have to show it to yourself, show it to your teammates, and again, just get any kind of momentum going into next week. 43-7. Don't look at the scoreboard. I mean, it's a big scoreboard. You're not going that way. You don't need to look at the scoreboard. You got 10 minutes left.
Yes.
Let's put together a couple drives. I mean, I think it's good for the coaching staff to kind of slow things down and not kind of go hurry up that they were doing at the beginning of the second half.
Yes, sir.
When the game kind of still was within reach. Now they're just kind of going through playbook. And big hit there. Boy, kind of had it in the breadbasket and a hit from behind.
Yeah, number 2, Western Franz, the sophomore, dropped the ball. Back to what you're saying about Cooper Waits. He's only a sophomore. This is his first game starting, so this isn't like where you're probably playing freshman football or you're probably just sitting there. You're now called upon to be playing with the big boys. So again, this could be pre-game jitters. of your first game of the season. Not a good way to look at it, but at least you can say I had a bad game. I have a whole bunch to improve on, and you can be able to look at it. You can find a way how to be able to look at it. Don't look down at this. Oh my God! And say that you're only a sophomore,
and it's only the first game of the season. Look at Midway last year. Started off. We talked about in the pregame. Lost their first 4 games, then won 5 of their next 7. Went to the playoffs. Lost the heartbreaker to Waxahachie by 1 point. And again, that was their last year. Westwood, you're coming off the first winning season since 2012. They went 9-4 in 2012, went 7-3 last year. And this run, I think we're going to see a lot of runs there. I think that was English.
It's going to be back to what looks like a gain of 1.
Apologies, that is J.N. Aoms.
We also want to thank Marcus Lipscomb for watching this game. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you can be able to send us a message or send me a message on Twitter at Sasha D. Robinson. You want to shout out or have make a comment about the game, let us know how we're doing. We appreciate it, like what Tyler said. We like good compliments, let us know how good we're doing. You want to talk about any other kids? If you are a parent of the game, watching the game, let us know. I just saw that Jeff Waig started following me on, Jeff Maig. He started following me on Twitter. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll be more than happy to shout it out. And there goes one of your friends. You just jumped in.
Yep. Trying to get on my my notebook. That's all right. He'll get out of here eventually. Hope UMHB has good pest control. That one fires outside, just out of the grasp. Again, this is Andrew McNair in at quarterback. Brings up 4th down, though. 8:17 to go in the 4th quarter. 43-7 our score.
Well, at least they were able to. They finally get a stop. So, are they going for it or are they punting the ball? They're punting.
Might be. He was up there for a second, but I think they're going to punt this away for sure. High snap again, and nearly blocked. It might have been actually had a weird spin on it, maybe a 10 to 15 yard punt, if that. So I am curious. I don't see much celebration, but that might just be the scoreboard. Oh, it did say. I did see a signal. It did hit off his hand. I say that looks like Whitley down there.
They're starting to feel a little bit of that cool night air so far. So
yeah, 1st and 10 from the 38 now. So my math is right. That's about a 14-yard punt after the block from Whitley. So opportunity is that one. The cicada just kind of hung up in the air and came through the window. Hand off here.
That's going to probably be a holding.
Yep. Look like Wade Allen there as junior running back.
Yeah, this is probably coming back.
Yep.
Band is so loud I barely heard the ref.
Yeah, Midway band has not stopped.
You were in the band. Was it like this all the time when y'all played?
So this is one of the things that's very new to me. I'm from South Dakota originally, so where I'm from, we're not allowed to play while the football players were playing. So like at the play clock. I mean, as the play clock was going down, we had to stop. I mean, we could get 15-yard penalties for the team if we were playing while the action's going on. So, like right now, they're still playing. We would have gotten a flag. So it was kind of a little less fun than the No Fun League up in the Midwest.
Wow, really?
Yes. So, I mean, just being in the marching band in general was fantastic because it kind of has similar. I don't think most people see it as a sport. It definitely is a sport. It has teaches you the same values and kind of mental aspects of life and just of how to work, your work ethic. And it really helps just with a whole lot of areas. And that's just something that I think is not seen a lot, but I really enjoyed my time in the marching band. I was a basketball player instead of a football player, so I had my time in the winter where I could get into athletics, and both I really enjoyed so much about both. We got a roll out here.
This is going to probably be a holding.
Yep. Another flag and a late flag here. I think we might have a blindside block.
That's what they call here. Probably going to be offsetting.
I mean, right now it's about a 4th and 2.
Let's see. I think it's going to be offsetting penalties. Holding defense.
Okay. So holding on the defense 10 yards after the run.
And
still waiting for it to be marked off.
And that is I mean you know again they got the first off that little rollout, but it was a penalty because of defensive holding. That's one thing where I was never a fan of when it comes to defense. Defense can do like a little bit of a holding penalty and that be an automatic first down. It's like they can't commit a penalty. If it isn't offsides, anything else, it's automatic first down.
I'm still having a conversation here. It is the referee's first game. I don't know what we're doing. We're at the 45.
Ralph, it'll be okay. Trust me.
Yeah, we're still getting an explanation to the coach, to the Midway coach on the far side. And now we move. 6:34 to go in this fourth quarter.
Shifting.
Play action pass here, looking left. Good pocket presence there. Fires deep to no one in particular and incomplete.
Subats looked like he just stepped up and just overthrew, or maybe Drew Norrell. He just stopped.
6:20 now, 2nd and 10. And they've got good opportunity here to get some points on the board. Run up the middle, good patient run.
Nice run, and able to just get a nice gain.
It's going to be close to the first down marker. I think they might call him short. Yep, 3rd and 2. Gotta think it's 4 down territory here. You're not punting at the 40, at the 35-yard line.
So.
And run up the middle. Nope. I think that's.
So Tyler, we just got a message from a Miss Wiley. She said that the band would be playing while the game is going on in her town. So, so we just want to let you know they just wanted to throw a little shot at you.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't really like these guys. These kids play a lot, and they played during the halftime show, so they definitely had better stamina than I had in high school as a trumpet player. Little running back action counter, and getting a good chunk of yards.
The junior Wade Allen with the nice run on 4th down to be able to get the first.
That was good play execution too. Everyone shifting and kind of moving to the left, and then you had the counter with Allen back to the right, and brings up 1st and 10 at the 26. Under 5 minutes to go in this one. Panthers well in hand.
Subats rolling.
Rolling right. and-
Oh, if he would have looked up, he had number 80, Joaquin Zavala wide open.
At the 25-yard line. Gain of
Oh, it's Garcia. Zavala's the kicker.
Oh,
Garcia. He had him open.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Okay,
over the
I thought
shoulder.
that was number 80.
So 2nd and 10. Again, this is just it's just one of those times where we can dissect, but the kids just got to go out and do it. Run up the middle for no gain.
And that was by number 27, Zeke Brock, the junior running back.
number 27.
Had another one. I just got hit in the face. So there's the first
Looks
one.
like your friend is just sitting there right next to you.
Yep. Almost need a screen here for these windows.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Actually, I think we do have a blinds, but I think that would block us entirely.
Yeah.
Play clock just at 10 now. 3:50 on the game clock.
And
Rolling
nice
to the
roll out.
left. And gets away from one. Maybe picks up a half yard.
And it's going to be 4th and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
and reminder at the end of the game, fans will not be allowed on the field. We appreciate
No wonder. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Fans will not be allowed on the field at the end of the game. Thank you for your attention to that.
And I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why they're flying in here is my fault because while we were setting up, Tyler asked, "Do you want to have the window open or closed?" I said open because I'm not a fan of the glare.
For the viewing audience, though, it was the better of the decisions. You were absolutely right in saying you don't want to glare. We would have been behind a window when the sun was coming through and would have made an awkward glare. So you were right in the long run. This is, as long as they don't travel home with us, I'm fine with that. I'm going to check my backpack before I get out of here, check my pockets, brush my shirt off, make sure nothing's crawling up my pants leg or in my shoe, and we'll be fine out of here. I hope, again, UMHB has a good exterminator. Because, also the window next to us is open, so it's not just us, I assume.
Yeah, it's not just us. Yeah, because when I went downstairs to take some photos, I saw that they opened their window was open, but it wasn't like this earlier. Because again, the sun was out, and all of a sudden it goes down. Feels good, and now they're just flying like anything. They're all over the place. If we were able to get, if I was able to get a good photo of it, you can definitely see. They are taking control of this game.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you look up at the lights, you can kind of see them flying through. We have 4th and 11 here. Play clock is going to run. Subats rolling out under pressure and taken down. Big time sack. Now back to the 39. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Subats just would have probably wanted to at least get rid of the ball as soon as he could. That was just, especially when it's 4th down. It's in the 4th quarter. I know the game was pretty much over with. Oh, great! Your friend just ran into us. But you at least want to get rid of the ball. Let your player have a chance to get the ball.
That was Erasmo Vasquez on the sack, and I think we're going to see a healthy dose of that.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
I think we're going to see a healthy dose of the ground game here. Just under 3 minutes to go now.
Yeah, might as well, like I said, just a real healthy dose.
Oh, we have a moment. We'll take a look at next week's games. Westwood going to travel back home and head south, actually, to Austin High. That game on Thursday. That's a first down there. Yes, that is correct. It's a Thursday game at 7 o'clock at Austin High. Midway, though, is going to play on Friday at home against Cedar Ridge. That game at 7 o'clock as well. So if you'd like to attend one of those games or watch one of the broadcasts here on Vype, we would appreciate it. Always great to support the student athletes. Another run up the middle, a little stop and stutter.
If you're not able to make it, like I said, you can be able to watch the games on Vype Media. You can be able to see how many games. It's not just that, not just these games. You can see how many games that we covered throughout. Also, don't we work with an alum of Westwood?
I think so. It might be Suna, our wonderful, I don't know, jack of all trades, really. She does it all, gets us the equipment, replaces the equipment, helps us set up. So shout out to her as well. We mentioned Les as well earlier in the broadcast, but just kind of the people not on the mic that deserve a shout out. And yes, the Westwood graduate, and I think she said
she said that she did not want us to say the year.
Well, she also mentioned another one, Mr. Glenn Powell, the famous actor from the Top Gun movies, from from Twisters. Yes, also a famous alum of Westwood High School. I knew he was from the Austin area. I didn't know he went to Westwood High School. So there's your fun fact for the day. Use it in trivia games throughout. Third and short here. Under a minute to go now. He's breaking through. Maybe going to get the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. That's Philip Medina.
I think that's going to probably be just one more play. You probably just want to do victory formation. No, that should probably just be the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, their play clock and game clock essentially the same. 30 seconds to go. Again, thank you for spending your Friday night with us. It's been a great game, great start to this football season. Midway Panthers come away with this one, 43-7. Westwood going to drop to 0-1. Again, heading back home to face Austin High at Austin High, 7 p.m. Thursday game. And again, Midway will move to 1-0 and face Cedar Ridge at home on Friday next week at 7 p.m. For Tyler Alsis, Sasha Robinson to my left, again, Coach Les back and doing quality control. We appreciate you watching us. And Sasha, any last words before we sign off? It's been a great broadcast. Appreciate you calling the game with me.
I really appreciate it, Tyler. That's what I'm going to say. This is my fourth year calling the game with Vype, just like you were saying, this is your fourth year. I remember my first game. I came a long way from that little meltdown that I had. I'm not gonna say I freaked out and like, oh my god.
Give yourself credit, everyone. We all sound worse to ourselves. I mean,
yes.
it comes natural eventually, and we just pick it up after a few years. You're still here. You're still employed, so that must mean you're doing a good job.
Merle, I did a good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I will just say right now, the atmosphere of high school football that let us know it is back. This is the first game. I know that it was pretty much ever since second quarter. It was all Midway. I love the fact. I just love the atmosphere altogether. We could talk about the game. We could say how Midway just turned it up in the second quarter, and then in the third quarter they pretty much they kicked the door down. I'll just say figuratively. Yep. But it's the atmosphere for me. It's the student section of both sections at the beginning of the game, and then in the third quarter, I'm watching Midway on their side. I understand that Westwood. I just loved everything about it, regardless from both sides.
Exactly. I mean, Westwood's band didn't stop just because they were losing. It's just an infectious atmosphere. And so if you're not a fan of high school sports, I don't know what will get you out more than a Texas football. So go out, catch a game. If not, we're here on Vype. We have multiple games throughout the Texas Central region, and we'll be here every Friday and sometimes on Thursdays as well when games are on. So again, Tyler Alsa's here, Sasha Robinson, Coach Les, keeping us on the air. We appreciate you watching, spending your Friday with us. Final score here from Crusader Stadium in Belton: Midway 43, Westwood 7. Have a good night.
Good night.